Let's go. And here we go, diving into our 4th series of the day and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player recently found out to be a massive weeb with his wife pillow and just posters all over his room, shaking my head. God damn it, Haas. I just said his name. It is Haas. For those wondering, there are photos surfing around Twitter right now of Haas in the main event of his room. Shaking my head. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Mexican Zerg player now residing in the land of South Korea. Representing Team Exxon, it is Cham. But yes, for sure, nowadays Milk can only join me for half of the broadcast for ESL Open Cup Americas. Unfortunately, he does have to go to work. Hopefully things change next semester. Since again, he is an assistant lecturer, so hopefully things change and then maybe it's morning classes again and then he can join me for the entire broadcast. But yes, that is currently what that kind of hinges on. So it feels bad, man, feels bad. Hopefully hopefully Milk, has a good time at work. Meanwhile, again, Haas, known for his cheese, but also more recently known for his creativity, for his macro as well, his insane macro. He's been known to like expand insanely quickly and get up to 90 probes, and sometimes lose because of it. But yeah, Haas has evolved in an interesting way in these past couple of years. So we'll see what he has to offer here against Cham. Again, I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Both of these players, I feel like they're kind of, I don't know if I want to say peaking in their careers, but they're both in incredible form. And we see Haas is opening up with a Stargate. So now we have the question here. We have seen players like Parting and Zest open up with Tempest. With Tempest on this map. Are we going to see something similar from Haas? I can't wait, because again, Bud always another Taiwanese Protoss player. He's also very creative and very, you know, I'm not too sure how to phrase it, but like he always comes out with these strange, unorthodox Skytoss builds. I hope that Haas kind of takes from him a little bit here. We do have a kind of random probe just chilling out here in the middle of the map. It is a Void Ray first so far. We'll see if he does throw down a second Stargate after this, or if he commits to a more ground-focused army. Regardless, Cham, I love this. He's going to dive straight in, and he should be able to scout the opening at least. This probe is still just chilling here towards the north side of the map. The Adept, it should be pushed away. You know, we got plenty of Queens, we got plenty of Lings. Cham is perfectly fine here at home. Looking good, and I'm a little bit disappointed. We are going to see a Twilight Council, not a Stargate. Now, where do we go from here? We have plenty of gas in the main base. There we go, another gateway. It shouldn't be a charge all in. This is most likely Glaives, especially because there's no forge. If there was a forge, then I would maybe flirt with the idea of +1 blink stalkers, but this should be Glaives. How committed is this going to be will depend on how many gateways get thrown down. As we get a proxy gateway across the map. There we go. I love it because, so one of the weaknesses of going Stargate into Glaives is the lack of Robo, right? Normal Glaive Adepts comes with a Robo first, so you get a War Prism, and you can be aggressive and reinforce across the map. Haas, he knows that that's an issue, and his solution to that issue is a proxy gateway, so you can still reinforce across the map, even without said Robo. Without that War Prism. So we'll see if he catches Cham off guard. Cham so far hasn't spotted this at all. He hasn't been able to go into the main base for a secondary scout yet. He does have a couple of Lings, and he should, he sees a third. Sees a couple of Adepts as well. Again, this is pretty normal though. And we'll see how many waves of Adepts get warped in across the map. And again, how committed Haas is going to be. At the moment, only 3 gates. This is a surprisingly low amount. Even like a standard Glaive Adept is 4 gates at least, so even though there's a lot of potential for harassment here, Haas isn't overcommitting. There's still a decent amount of Adepts, to be fair, but like, you know, we got Queens, we got Roaches, we got Lings. Cham should be okay. The Adepts, they are going to commit to the shade. We'll see how many Queens they get. They get 1 Queen. Yo, are they going to get all the Queens? They do not have enough energy for Transfuse. Oh my god. All the Queens are going to go down. The drones are forced off the line. Roaches are on the way, but they're kind of being split up. Ooh, nice wall here at the natural, but it does leave all of these units exposed here. The wall has to be cancelled. The Roaches come in, but what, 3-4 Roaches have already gone down, and the Void Ray is going to clean everything up. Oh my god, and Haas, he just continues to warp in across the map. He's getting ready for the next step, by the way. Immortals are being pumped out. He's getting ready for the next step of the game. Even a third on the way, third finishing up, but he's dealing so much damage. The Queen goes down, more Roaches, all of these drones will fall as well. This is just an insane amount of damage here, and I'm pretty sure the third will die to this Void Ray. There's no way Cham holds onto it. And this could just be it. The Spore is coming in, which is gonna help, I guess. There's only 1 Queen here. Spore does go down. Void Ray, oh god, it's still just going crazy here. 1 Queen does show up, but it should be too late. The hatch does fall. Meanwhile, the Adepts try to break in, and they, oh my god, they DPS down the wall. They DPS down the event chamber. The Adepts, they get into the main and the natural. Oh god, this is disastrous for Cham. Again, Cham, he has the tools to defend, but oh god, he's really struggling, and we have a recall. Haas has dealt the damage he needed. He didn't kill too many workers. 12 drones in total went down, but what's important, the hatchery went down. He reset the Queen count. Oh my god, that was insane. And what do we do from here? Like, the problem is that Cham going for a counterattack isn't ideal because there are already Immortals. 1 Immortal's done. We're going to have a 2nd Immortal. We have Void Rays to defend as well. Like, Haas is perfectly fine at home. And there we go. We do have the switch into Blink Stalkers and +1. Not just +1, but 1-1. We very rarely see 2 Forges in the PvZ. And Haas even takes a 4th base. He's feeling that confident right now. He's playing like a Zerg player. Just continue to expand, continue to just pump out nothing but drones, nothing but workers. His main army is suffering a little bit as a result, but mate, all those gateways are about to finish up and he can just reinforce his army. Like, this is the Haas. This is the ESL Open Cup Americas champion right here. Like, it's crazy. Darking, shout out to Darking in the chat, he just showed up as well. And Cham is in a really bad place. What do we do from here? Borrowed Roaches, maybe. He needs to do something to get himself back into this. Maybe if he goes for an all-in. I kind of like this. He's going to be going for some Overlord drops, so for some Roach harass could work as well. Whatever he can to slow down Haas. Problem is, Haas is at 77 workers. That's like... He's on 77 workers. He's on 4 bases. Here comes the +1 Stalkers and Immortal. To be fair, the one downside to this army is that Haas doesn't have a War Prison. He cannot reinforce this. He has limited micro potential, and oh my god, the Immortals are gonna go down. Haas, you pushed out too soon. There was no reason for Haas to be this aggressive. Both Immortals get cleaned up, and now Cham, suddenly he has all the momentum he needs. He can go across the map. Without any Immortals, Haas is going to have a much harder time to defend. He does have a lot of Stalkers, to be fair. Oh my god, he has maybe enough Stalkers, actually. Like, he's going to be able to fight in all areas at once, as Cham, he kind of gets surrounded here. And this is something that you very rarely see, but yeah, the Roach Ravager is being surrounded by the Stalkers. The Ravagers are being focused down. The Queens are here, but it's too late, mate. As the Blink Stalkers are just too much. Who needs Immortals? Not Cham. Not Cham, not Haas. As only 1 Ravager remains. The Queens are still here, but again, they have very low HP. Haas, he just continues to warp in. Nothing but Stalkers. Aggressively blinks forward. Takes down the Ravager. And he's just gonna take the game, mate. There's nothing here. Cham's push was just annihilated in the middle of the map. He didn't get to deal any economic damage. Haas, he's on 87 workers now. He's getting another base. This is what I was talking about at the beginning of the game. This is the new Haas. He, even in a PvZ, he just keeps expanding. He just keeps pumping out workers. His economy gets insane. And because of how aggressive he is, he's able to get away with it. And with this, he just stutter steps forward up the ramp. Again, he may not be trading the most efficiently here, but who cares, mate? You got all these stalkers. You're about to get 2-2. He's just gonna slowly grind Cham down. Ay, ay, ay. And there it is. The last handful, the last amount of roaches will go down. GG gets called, and Haas takes game 1 in a very convincing fashion. GG. What's up, KXP FPV? What happened in the early game? Nothing too crazy, to be honest. I say nothing too crazy. A lot of damage was done. We had a Stargate opening into 4-gate Glaive Adept, but with a proxy out on the map, and we saw those Adepts dealt a lot of damage with the support of the Void Ray. The Adepts focused down all the Queens. The Void Ray was able to just kind of rain down on that third base. The third base went down, and after that, Haas was just perpetually ahead. Yes, as Skater is saying in the chat, just took control of the game. Never let go. Hopefully they remake. They just made the lobby, but it doesn't have WCS game hearts. There we go, there we go. As we're getting ready for game 2. Letting them know we're ready, and we are diving into game 2. Ooh, game 2 is going to be on Romanticide. Oh boy, and this is a little bit scary because Haas, mate, he can dip into that Sky Toss here pretty unhindered. I'm interested to see what Cham has in store for us. Cham, what he was trying to go for in game number 1, by the way, that we didn't get to see come to full fruition, is Cham was trying to go for some Dropper Lords, for some Queen drops, which was great. But yeah, they were intercepted. But I'm sure we may see some more of that here in game 2, especially if this Protoss player commits the Sky Toss. But here we go, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Romanticide ALE. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player. He is blue, representing himself and Susie, because why not? We have Haas. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure this is a reference to Susie, the K-pop star, the K-pop idol. Shaking my head. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the Mexican Zerg. He's red, representing Team Exxon, and streaming his POV. It is Cham. Oh my god. He's going for a cannon rush. He's not going for your typical cannon rush. This is a gate forge opening. What this means is that the cannon rush hits a little bit later, but it is not designed to kill your opponent. You can transition out of it a lot easier. So because it's uncommitted or isn't as committed, yeah, it's easier to pull off, and you don't have to, as I said, kill the opponents. You just have to deny this hatchery. It's like a macro cannon rush, if you will. One goal, cancel the hatch. Let's go. And this is scouted by Cham. Cham sees it. There we go. He sends his drone. Oh, across the map. Interesting. Cham, he's got some ideas. And there we go, one of the cannons will finish up here. And Cham is gonna proxy. There we go, proxy hatch. Honestly, I don't like this, but we'll see if it works. So there we go. Only one cannon is committed. Natural is cancelled. Haas has to check the third base locations. Once he realizes, hey, there is no third, he needs to look for proxies. Because Cham is reacting hard to this. He's like, yo, you're denying my natural? I'm gonna all in. And I'm worried because it isn't necessary to all in. Like, again, Haas, he's getting in a debt. Like, he's getting set up at home. This is very risky for Cham. We'll see if it pays off. It can, but oh no, he gets scattered! No! Cham! Is this GG? This could be GG, mate. Cham is stuck on one base. He has nothing. He has no Roach Warren. He has no lair. Ay. This will eventually be cleaned up, but it's gonna take so long for Cham to expand. Does he finish it? He finishes. I don't know if that's the right move. We have Lings coming out. Lings speed is on the way. Okay, so a couple of things. Lings are on the way. They're gonna be able to slip past these cannons eventually, and then maybe Cham can Ling Flood. Maybe. This is not. I don't like this. The hatchery's gonna go down. Cham is gonna be on one hatch production. He will have a lot of Lings, to be fair, right? The Lings are flooding across the map, but maybe I spoke too soon. Oh boy. I don't think this is worth it. He's gonna lose every single Ling when he could have just waited for his queen to kill the pylon. Hatchery goes down. A lot of Lings are across the map, but we have a shield battery. We got gateway units, we got an Oracle on the way, and Cham is forced to expand. He's droning up. He's trying to macro out of this. Mate, that's a bit of a yikes from me, mate. Like, Skater is saying cheese versus cheese. This wasn't cheese from Haas. That's the problem. Cham thought that Haas was straight up forge first or something, but that's not what was happening. We have a regular game from Haas, is what I'm saying. This is not looking good. Oh god. Alright, the Lings, they get us around. No, never mind. Never mind. Oh boy. And now the Oracle gets across the map. Spore isn't even done yet. We have two queens to defend, which isn't bad. The Oracle commits. 3 drones go down. And the Oracle gets away. We have a second Oracle on the way. We have +1 on the way. We do not have a Twilight Council. There it is. The Twilight Council is a little bit late here. Robo's on the way. We'll see if he does commit for charge or maybe Blink Stalkers. And we'll see if Cham can get back from this. Like, okay, we have to, all right, what do we do for Cham? Cham either goes for a Hail Mary play, like, I don't know, Fast Spire, you know, Fast Lair, something crazy like that. Maybe a Nidus. Trying to macro from this stage of the game feels very risky. We are on Romanticide, which is a very large map. You know, you can defend relatively easily on a map like this. But when I say you can defend easily, I'm referring to Terrans and Protosses. Zergs, not as much. We have a Roach Warren on the way. Cham has been droning up very nicely. So maybe Cham can hold on. Maybe he can defend on 3 bases. Maybe. I do like that he does have some static defense. He may need some more because Haas is going to go for a very strong charge all-in. I say all-in. He's going for a very heavy charge composition, and it can deal a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Meanwhile, the Adepts dive in. Oh, sorry, the Oracles dive in. Oh god. 10 drones go down. And the Oracles don't even die. One of them escapes with 4 HP. And here comes Haas. War Prism is done. Charge ults are going across the map. Charge ults with +1 attack, by the way. There are no Banelings. There are currently 0 Roaches. There are 6 Lings on the way. And 5 Queens. I think this is over. I love you, Cham, but I think this is over. Here come the charge lots. Oh boy. The spine goes down. The queens are starting to fall down. The wall is no longer a wall. The charge lots do break into the natural base. GG gets called. And Haas takes the series 2-0. GG, well played. I mean, it was just Cham kind of misreading the situation, going for that proxy hatch. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "This is not the play, mate. This is not gonna work out for you, Cham." Oh god. And as we saw, it was dealt with very nicely by Haas. Again, his cannon rush was more of a quote-unquote macro cannon rush. Starter calls it that all the time. As we saw, you know, just 1-2 cannons is all you need, that you can transition from there.